On Monday, at the beginning of this week, on the 23rd, an article came out from the Street Roundtable that a major crypto platform shut down after a $26 million hack. That'll put the scare in you. It was Step Finance. Just who is Step Finance? We'll take a look at that. And also, XRP activity surges as the U.S. state proposes adding to the reserve. 40% jump in ledger activity. Which state was that? But more interestingly, the Street Roundtable, I decided, I should know my sources. Just who founded the Street Roundtable? You'll be amused to find out. But before we go further, we're going to have to
Check the mic and make sure it sound right.
And I hope the mic does sound right. Hi, I'm DKWILL. This is DKWILL Talk About It. Let's talk a little bit about this major crypto platform that shut down after a $26 million hack. And as a matter of fact, we're going to talk also a little bit about the Street Roundtable. Who founded the Street Roundtable? As you are aware, I'm concerned with some of the narratives that are going out there, and I'm concerned that they're designed to rattle our cages. So let's see if maybe this is also designed to rattle our cages. But you'll notice the article brings out that a DeFi dashboard shut down just weeks after a major hack. Step Finance, the decentralized finance dashboard, once described as the front page of Solana, has announced it will wind down all operations following a $26 million hack earlier this year. In a statement that was posted on X on February 23rd, the team behind Step Finance, Solana Floor, and Remora Markets said it explored every possible path forward, including financing and acquisition opportunities, but ultimately failed to secure a viable outcome. The team added that buyback and redemption plans are now underway. That's a pretty good hit when you're considered the front page of Solana, and now you have to go out of business. And apparently, in efforts to get some financing or even get bought up and survive, nobody wanted you. Well, who is Step Finance? And if you like the content I'm providing, please make sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications, and then come back for more DK Will Talk About It. Step Finance is a complementary tokenomics model for the Step ecosystem. Now, here's the point: it doesn't really matter anymore, does it? They just said they're going to close all operations, which makes me wonder, why is their webpage still up and why can you still stake with them? That seems a little iffy to me. But when you look into Step Finance, you do find out that they considered themselves exactly what it said. Solana Floor, powered by Step Finance, is your premier source of all things Solana, offering the latest in news, education, and market insights. Stay ahead in the fast-paced Solana world with our in-depth coverage on trends, DeFi launches, and more. Okay, that sounds great, but given the fact that you had a $26 million hack, and now you're going out of business, were you really the number one trusted news source for Solana in your Solana floor? You get the point, people. Anybody can say anything. The narratives are out there. But that takes me back to what I said earlier, just to show how things pan out. Let's look a little bit deeper into the Street Roundtable, the one who posted this article. The Street Roundtable is a prominent US-based media company, Narratives, founded by none other than Jim Cramer, known for delivering financial news, investing advice, and market analysis to a large audience. Yes, that Jim Cramer, the ultimate contra-indicator of financial markets, is the founder of the source of this article, The Street Roundtable. And even if you go to Wikipedia, James Joseph Cramer, an American television personality, author, entertainer, and former hedge fund manager, he is the host of Mad Morning on CNBC, an anchor on Squawk on the Street, and after graduating from Harvard College and Harvard Law School, he worked for Goldman Sachs. Are you seeing these bombs we're dropping here? And then became a hedge fund manager, founder, and senior partner of Kramer Berkowitz. He co-founded The Street, which he wrote from 1996 to 2021. Yes, we are familiar with the infamous Mad Money Jim Cramer, the infamous contra-indicator of markets. And so, is it any surprise that he might be connected to author of this article that I think is designed to rattle the cages of the unaware public. And not just the unaware public, who probably do dwell in cages by headlines like this, but also those of us who are a little bit more savvy, those who have allowed our paradigm to get whispered to so that we know how to maintain a gorilla grip on our XRP. I hope you're glad that you stopped by DK Will Talk About It. Let's turn over to a little bit more positive news, as can be found in this article here. XRP activity surges as U.S. state proposes adding to reserve. Yes, ledger activity jumped 40% as state eyes XRP. What state is that? Lawmakers in Arizona are still moving forward with an important piece of legislation that would make XRP a part of its digital coffers. Network data showed that daily successful transactions on the XRP ledger have increased roughly 40% in recent weeks, and it reached 2.5 million per day on February 19th and 20th. Now, that's not a failure. And you know what? As much as they have tried, XRP ledger has never been hacked. In fact, I did a video back in January of 2024. It'd be this one over here. XRP, the exploiting hack failure is Ripple's success. The card will be in the upper right hand corner. So the scare tactics continue. The media companies are putting out the narratives to make those who are unaware a little nervous about the crypto markets. And clearly, some of the ones that you think are strong are not as strong as they seem to be. And of course, we have things like the ultimate Contra-Indicator backing stories that are designed to do just that. Well, if you want your paradigm whispered to in a more realistic, honest, and beneficial way, I recommend you come on back. You like, you subscribe, and make sure you hit notifications because I don't think people are getting notified of when I put the videos out. I'm DK Will, and this is DK Will Talk About It. And I talked about it. Have a wonderful day.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right.